Someone made a Back to the Future Zombies map in Black Ops 3, and it has an Easter egg that involves a DeLorean time machine, and I'm going to show you how I beat it. The map is called Back to the Zombies, and it takes place in Hill Valley Town Center, the iconic location of the entire Back to the Future trilogy. This map was created by Emox Magna as a part of Noah J's $10,000 Black Ops 3 custom zombies mapping competition. Check out the description for a link to this map in Steam. I also want to give a quick shout out to Sassy Azzy for making an awesome Easter egg guide, which will also be linked in the description below. And with that, let's get started on the Easter egg. To start off the strategy, you want to stay in the spawn area until you have just over 2,000 points, and then you can buy any one of the 3 barriers. You'll then want to buy one of the 2 barriers that lead to Deadshot Daiquiri. There are 5 perk machines around the map with a torch next to them. Interact with the torch to start a challenge and turn on power to that machine. The first challenge we're doing is to get 35 headshots and collect the zombie brains as they drop to the floor. After each headshot, just pick up the brain. Now, in order to complete the Easter egg, you have to open up the area for Pack-a-Punch. To open up the area for Pack-a-Punch, you have to complete all 5 challenges around the map. It doesn't technically matter what order you do them in, but I found it was easier for me to collect the zombie brains in early rounds when zombies were moving slower. Now, better players probably could have done this in any order, but as a casual player, I found it was much easier to do it in this order. Once you've completed a challenge, you'll be given a free reward. Now, depending on what reward you're given, will determine which order you should do the remaining challenges in. In this case, we got a bonfire, so we're going to hold on to that and go do the next challenge for Juggernaut, which is to kill 40 zombies in a specific area of the map. In this case, that happens to be Essex side streets. Just follow the white diamond and kill zombies in that area. Once you get all 40 kills, you're going to want to head back over to Jug and see what your reward is. Feel free to get Jug while you're here, but make sure you get the Bowie knife off the wall. Just be careful too, because it's a tight area and it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed. The next challenge we're going to do is for Electric Cherry, which is to get 20 melee kills, which is why we got the Bowie knife, because it'll make this challenge very easy. Once again, after completing the challenge and getting 20 melee kills, you're going to want to head back over to Electric Cherry to see what your reward is. Just try not to kill too many zombies because you don't want to flip the round. At this point, we want to do the side Easter egg that'll give us a free Pack-a-Punch weapon. To do it, you have to shoot 5 Noah J456 signs around the map. The first one is at the Texaco station, and each time you shoot one, you'll get a free power-up. The next one is in the cafe, in the phone booth, on the floor. Now, these don't have to be shot in any particular order, but they do have to be completed in the same round. The third sign is outside the map on the Hill Valley Stationers building. The fourth's on the clock tower on the corner, and it's pretty hard to see. The last one is by Deadshot Daiquiri underneath the dumpster. You want to switch to your pistol before you get the free Pack-a-Punch power up. If you didn't keep your starting pistol, you can get another one by spawn. We also happen to get a fire cell power up, so before we do anything else, we're going to do the challenge by Speed Cola, which is to open the box 5 times. The fire cell will make this go a lot faster. And so like I said before, depending on the reward or power-ups you get, it may change the order you do the challenges in. Now, the fire cell probably won't last long enough for you to hit the box 5 times, so if you don't have enough cash, it could be problematic. Also, if you happen to get a fire cell in the middle of a round, that can make things a little more challenging. If you don't get a fire cell at all, as one of your rewards or power-ups, I would suggest leaving this challenge to be the last one completed, and leaving a couple zombies at the end of a round before you're starting it to make it a lot easier. The last challenge is over by a double tap, and it's to get 40 kills using a pistol. And this is why we used our Pack-a-Punch on our pistol. With all 5 challenges complete, Pack-a-Punch will be open, and now we can start doing the Easter egg. The first step is to go back into the cafe, go into the phone booth, and interact. Doc Brown will start talking and giving you some instructions, telling you that you need to look for Marty's hoverboard, which is over by Pack-a-Punch. The hoverboard won't appear until Doc Brown's done giving all of his instructions for the first time. Once it appears, you can pick it up, take it over to DeLorean, and place it down. For the next step, Doc Brown's going to tell you that you need to find the sports almanac and destroy it. The almanac will be over by Deadshot Daiquiri on the ground. Once again, it won't appear until he's done giving his instructions, but once it does appear, you can pick it up and take it over to the gas station. At the gas station, there will be a bucket where you can place the almanac. It'll tell you to interact to burn, and it won't be able to, so you'll pick up the gas and then do it again, and this time it'll burn. Now you have to protect the almanac while it's burning from zombies. I suggest you start the Easter egg at the end of a round after the last challenge to leave just a couple zombies. That'll make it a lot easier to perform all these steps. You have to protect the fire for about a minute, and if any of the zombies hit it too many times, it will go out when you have to start over. Once the almanac is finished burning, Doc Brown will start talking again and tell you that you need to find an energy source for the DeLorean. That energy source happens to be zombie souls. So you'll need to go over to the DeLorean and start killing zombies near it so it can collect souls. Now, if you happen to get the ray gun like I did, you'll definitely want to make sure that you have PhD for the splash damage. Now's a good time to go back to those bonfires we got earlier and use them so we can pack a punch our weapons. Once you collect enough souls, you'll have to calibrate the time circuits of the DeLorean. Next, Doc will tell you that the souls were just the fuel and you still need enough power to start the DeLorean. Lightning will strike the clock tower and you have to shoot the orb on top of it with a pack-a-punched weapon. After shooting the orb, it will move to another location on the map. You have to follow it around and shoot it until it goes into the DeLorean. The location of the orb are somewhat random, so you'll have to really pay attention to where it's moving. Once you shoot it enough times, it will then go into the DeLorean and the DeLorean becomes a buyable exit for $25,000. Then you just have to earn enough points to leave. This is honestly the most challenging part of the map and where I personally struggle the most. The max ammo drops are pretty rare at this point and it can make it pretty easy to go down just like I did here. Part of the challenge is having to just buy all your perks after you go down and extending the amount of time it takes to get to 25,000 points, making it more likely to go down. After going down multiple times in this step, I finally developed a strategy of hitting the box enough times to get weapons that had higher ammo counts and making sure they're pack-a-punched before completing the Easter egg steps. And if you're still going down, I would only prioritize Jug just to save the cost so that you can get to that $25,000 quicker. And once you finally have enough money to leave, you can exit. And this Easter egg even has a mini cutscene, which, given the fact that this was done in 30 days, is very impressive, even if it is a short cutscene. The intent of this video was to be a strategy guide for casual zombie players like myself, who struggle to complete Easter eggs solo. If you want to see any more content like this, or any more Easter egg guides, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.